Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Brian Nystrom, and before we get into this week's awesome fucking episode, I haven't been this excited about an episode in a while, guys. It is, we recorded yesterday, and I'm still riding the energy from how good that episode was. You know what I mean? I can't fucking wait for you guys to hear it. It's going to be fun. But let's talk about our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a comedy group and production company based in Denver, Colorado. They are fucking awesome. It is comprised of 4 stand-up comedians. If you want to know anything about them, follow their social media, any social media, at Dead Room Comedy. Check out their YouTube channel, Dead Room Comedy, and their website, deadroomcomedy.com. There is also a link below that takes you to all their live shows they're putting on. It's very handy. Go check it out. Our second sponsor is Old Timers Cafe. Old Timers Cafe, located in the heart of beautiful downtown Durango. And they're awesome. They let us do 2 comedy shows a week there. The owner, Mark, is a fucking killer. They are also looking for help. If you are good in a kitchen, they pay better than a lot of places do starting, so go check it out. Shout out to Old Timers. We do a show there every Thursday at 9 p.m. and every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. And they're the best. They take good care of us. I love the staff. I love them all. I love Old Timers. So go support them if you're in Durango. All right, let's talk about this week's episode. This week we have a new-ish comic. She's been showing up to all the mics. Her name is Jeli, Jeli, Jeli. She is a nice little hippie girl that lives in her van, and everybody's like, you know, Jeli seems nice. Turns out Jeli went to prison, and for selling mushrooms, which you would expect if you met Jeli. But she went to prison for like 3.5 years. She got sentenced to 5 years. She did hard fucking time, boy. She got in fights. We talk about all this shit in the podcast. You should check it out. It is, you can tell where the podcast shifts from like us kind of trying to get to know Jeli to us being fascinated and like asking real questions, you know? Like it wasn't just a bullshit hour. This was like a legit fucking borderline interview. It was fucking good. I feel like I did good. Jadrian did good. Jeli fucking smashed. I don't think she really talks about this stuff, and she was willing to give us this information and put it on YouTube, which I love her for. And her set last night, she was a completely different person. After we were like, you should talk about this shit in your stand-up, her whole demeanor was different. She had like some prison energy, and I loved it. It was aggressive. She was more like a lion, less like a gazelle. You know what I mean? Usually she's kind of hopping around like a gazelle at comedy. When she's on stage, she's new, so she's just trying to find who she is. I guess we're all new. We're all trying to find who we are, but she's especially new. And last night, she came up with this confidence, like she knew you stole her fucking ramen noodles in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's a whole different Jeli, and I'm so excited. I'm excited to introduce her first to you guys on this. Before we get into it, go to the open mics. Monday at Starlight, hosted by Jadrian Long. Tuesday, Starlight's at 8. Tuesday, 11th Street Station, 9 p.m., hosted by ya boy. Thursday, Old Timers Cafe, hosted by Jadrian. That is 9 p.m. And Sunday, 6:30 p.m., it's the nice Sunday evening show, and that's hosted by the powerful Andy Matthews. It is a fun time. I love comedy. Sometimes I don't have enough time to enjoy the fact that we have so many mics right now in town, but when I really think about it, I'm extremely appreciative of Jill Carlson, Comic Uprising, Mark at Old Timers, the Starlight Lounge, Marco at 11th Street for letting us perform, and Jill set all this up, and I love her. Can't thank her enough. Go follow Comic Uprising. Follow the Four Corners Comedy Festival that is happening September 29th through October 2nd. There is 45 fucking comics coming to Durango, Colorado. It's going to be crazy. We're renting out a giant theater, the biggest one in town. It's going to be awesome. Be there, please. Thank you guys for listening. Shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the intro, outro music. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this motherfucking banger of an episode. This is episode 191 with my new friend, Jeli. And we're back.
Yeah, we're here. We are kind of you know what? I think we're pretty queer. We're all a little queer.
Queer adjacent.
Yeah, we're
17% minimum.
At least. I'm gonna say at least 20. I'm gonna say at least 1/5.
You think?
Yeah,
For me or you?
I think a little bit of both of us.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think mine's still a little bit higher.
I think when I do my hair and don't wear a hat, I'm full 22, 23%. You know, because I care too much about what my hair looks like. That's,
okay.
It's distracting.
Okay.
Which is gay.
I think I hit about a third, and I feel like half is where that threshold is, where it's just like, yeah, I'll hit on my on my guy friends. I don't think I want a dick.
But is there intention behind it, or is it playful?
To make them feel good.
Right.
So how gay are you, Jeli?
Oh yeah, Jeli's here. We'll say that in the intro. Don't worry.
Like percentage wise.
Probably like 110.
Damn,
Yeah,
girl.
that's a lot of gay.
Like it goes up and down depending on my mood of like how much effort I want to care about other people in general.
You know, this is absolutely fair.
Yeah.
There are definitely days where I won't compliment a single person.
Yeah, but I have many gay friends that don't seem to care about anybody in general as it is.
That's true. Like
I know a lot of people who just don't care about people in general, and I think
And do they
that's
seem
a
happy?
good thing. Yeah, because
Don't they seem
happy?
Yeah, I would say most of the time I'm most queer for myself. Like I think I'm pretty badass. I like myself. Like,
So, what's your drawer dicks look like? How many dicks you got in that van?
I saw a couple of severed ones that were hanging from the rearview mirror.
Trophies.
Oh yeah. So I only have 3. I'm not anything crazy. I don't
No.
I couldn't do the whole
enough
like,
to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough to get the. All right.
I would say 3 is still like you, maybe not quite passionate about it, but you're trying. You know.
Well, and here's the thing. I have something like I have it where it's like I'll use one only on like myself and me and like my things, and then I feel weird about sharing toys with multiple partners. So
that's
like,
healthy.
You know,
Yeah,
that's very considerate.
Yeah.
Consider it for
Yeah.
yourself. I'm guessing. I feel like you're more taking care of number 1.
I mean, no, because I wouldn't
on
want
both sides
someone
of
to
it,
use
yeah.
a toy on me that they were like, oh yeah, by the way, I've used this on like 500 people. So yeah,
That's fair.
That's a turn off.
I feel like a good question just to ask in general. It's just like, when was the last time you cleaned these?
Oh, yeah,
I was on my way to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Bailey has some explaining to do.
yeah. I have a feeling Bailey just throws them in the dishwasher. It's just like, all right, fuck it.
Ooh, I'm rich. I have a dishwasher. I do too. Her name's Kelly. We're warming up, folks. That was just for Bianca if she's listening, just to piss her off a little bit.
Yeah, no, I do not have a dishwasher. I don't even have a sink. I don't have a shower.
Do you have a rec center membership?
I have a rec center membership.
Do you work out?
I was about to say, are
I
you
work
using it for
out.
anything else except for the shower?
Yeah, sometimes I do work out. I want to start doing their climbing wall. I like climbing.
That climbing wall is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, it's sweet. They
It's
got the
super
self
dope.
belayer too, so you don't
Yeah.
always need a buddy. You know?
That's nice. Yeah, mainly it's just like every time I'm like really feeling like I want to go do it, like it's right at like it's open the same time I'm like working, so I'm like
Yeah.
you know, that work and job and such and things.
I've only gotten lucky like a couple times. I don't go to the rec center anymore, but I went there for years, and I feel like in years there was like a couple times like on my day off where I went in and they were like, "You want to do the climbing wall?"
You're like, oh,
They were like, it's open. It's a miracle for
Yeah.
anybody.
for anyone? Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like there's some G's that like you get like a pass to kind of use it whenever, like the self-belaying portion.
no.
Because I've definitely gone in and wanted to climb because I saw people climbing and there was just nobody there. You know, I feel like you might get like the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If I knew the right people, I probably could get the pass. Because, like, I honestly work with a self-belaying system every day at my job.
Yeah.
but like I just don't know the right people.
You should
yet.
ask around at work.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Something tells me they might have some contacts at the old rec center.
Probably.
Isn't there a climbing gym in town?
I think so.
Have you
I
been
think-
there?
Specifically a climbing gym, I think so.
I think
yeah.
it's like wall to wall
Yeah.
fucking handholds and shit,
Yeah.
which would
I gotta
be
check
fun.
That out. That would be cool.
It would be super fun. I'm not like a big climber. Every time I try, like my forearms are dead for 3 days because my fingers don't have like that.
Oh yeah.
They're just not
Those-
ready
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
But I, like an asshole, will do it 4 hours. You know, till
Yeah.
till I can't hold on anymore,
You're like barely stretching
Yeah.
for the next hole.
and then I can't shift the fucking car. You know, my hands don't work.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I don't know. It's just some days after work, I'm just so tired. I don't want to do anything. But
Same.
I definitely want to like get more into stuff. I don't know. I only moved like into town like 2.5 months ago, and I still like I've kind of like seen a little bit, but I've kind of just like crash landed here, and I just needed a breath to be like, okay, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm glad you started signing up for comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
That's-
too.
Honestly,
we are.
I feel like a lot of the people that I meet in town kind of have just like their one thing.
Mm.
Where
Mountain biking, climbing,
yeah,
fishing.
like
Oh, yeah,
everybody will
yeah.
go to a bar and like
Do the
do
thing.
bar stuff, but I feel like everybody in town, everybody I've met is just like, no, I do this one thing, and that's how I spend my free time when I'm not working.
Because if you
Yeah.
want to get really good at something, you gotta fucking
No.
It's true.
put
but
effort into it.
It's also there's like a lot of money that comes to outdoor activities, like upfront buying ropes or buying shoes or buying the
No.
things. Like sometimes it's just like I don't want to invest in a hobby that much right now.
No.
Maybe one day, like just
Totally. I snowboard.
No.
Right?
Not
Yeah.
not a cheap hobby. Once
Yep.
you have everything, it's relatively affordable if you buy a season pass early. But
But
there's
it's
like
that initial investment.
it,
yeah.
it really is. It's like that. It's like $500 board at least, you know. And
Right.
I think I bought it the year after when it was $300. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
Yeah.
do shit.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, outdoor activities are expensive, especially like
Mhm.
mountain biking. People drive around in $1,000
Ridiculous.
cars with $4,000 mountain bikes on the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like at one point when I was living in San Diego, I had a surfboard stuck in my van, and my surfboard was probably worth more than my van.
I just imagine like the surfboard was like not like you had it in your van, but like it was adjacent, like through both of your windows. And
kinda what I
it was
pictured.
just like somebody just threw a surfboard through my van, and
kinda
it
what I
added value.
Right? Oh yeah, it was
I call that a
awesome.
win. Yeah.
Come up, dog.
So where were you last before you came here?
So I was over in Moab for like I don't know 3 months.
Zip
hanging out.
lining?
No, I wasn't. I was actually just like chilling, doing extreme sports, and then like I was working like an under the table job at a restaurant.
Extreme sports.
Like I don't know, just like going out and doing like highlining or doing like there's a rope swing out there. You can sometimes go and people have it set up and do
Is
that.
highlining like slacklining?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like
But high?
yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's super cool because there's a lot of fire spinners out in Moab. So what they actually will do is they'll take their fire spinning toys out on a high line and they'll do fire spinning while
That's
they're walking between two
Fucking
cliffs.
insane.
You should do that
Oh,
with
yeah.
your dildos.
That is insane.
Yes.
Learn how to juggle all three of them.
Ooh, oh,
So are you
man.
like super good at
No.
highlining?
No.
So you have a harness
Yes. Yeah.
and you're attached to
Yeah.
the line.
Yeah. Mhm.
How often did you fall and how high were you?
A lot. I'm still learning just how to even walk without falling. So it's more like getting the balls up to walk and then fall and then keep walking and falling and falling and walking and doing the thing and
That's life basically. Definitely comedy.
oh yeah. Oh gee, yes.
Get the balls to just start walking and then you fall.
Yep.
Try again.
Oh yeah, I've been going through the falling part for the last couple of weeks now.
Yeah. You need a slap tonight.
No, everything's coming together. Everything is coming together.
We'll see.
Are you trying to
God, I
convince
hope so.
us of that or yourself?
I mean, there's no other way that it can happen. Either way, everything's coming together at every moment. So it's
So this
that's
is
true.
tarot card knowledge.
it's all coming together. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is that what it says on your mirror in the morning? It's all coming together.
No, it says we are coming together.
Ah.
You want to live in a comedian's house, huh?
Sometimes sometimes I wonder. I'm just like, I think we're all on the same masturbation schedule.
Oh
yeah,
my
when
God.
you're not together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
everybody goes to their room. Yeah.
Yeah, because it happens pretty every other day that like we're all in the house together. At some point, we will all just kind of migrate to our rooms, and the doors will close.
Is this like daylight out?
Yeah.
What are you, a psychopath?
We're all kind of sad. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
you just need that dopamine boost.
It's true.
I've
It's
done it
true.
before where I'm just like, sure.
Well, I
can
think
check
we've
out.
all done it
Yeah.
before, but is this like your regular schedule? Like, 3 p.m.
3:45. No, I just wait for the other two to go to their rooms, and then I go to my room and I'm like, they're totally masturbating.
Does that help? Does that help you get off? Or
And then I look in my mirror and it says we're all coming together.
who's the loudest masturbator in the home?
I
I heard you fuck loud.
Man, I don't know what to tell
Just
you.
lost in the throes of passion.
Nah, yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm not chastising
No.
you. I'm just saying something I heard on this podcast, as a matter of fact.
I do get into it. I make a lot of noises, like not a lot of noises, but I.
Good for you.
Just picture
Hell
like
yeah.
fucking peacock sounds. Really good for morale.
Yes.
Everybody likes peacoks.
That's true. That's true.
Whenever I can lay down the pipe, I'm actually kind of good at it because I do get kind of lost. That's a different person, dude.
You should.
Yeah, that's a different person entirely. I'm just like he does a lot of weird stuff.
No, I totally get that because I feel like there's just like this chaotic like monster that comes out of me when I have sex, and I'm trying to tame it as much as the partner is, and I kind of just have accepted like they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
It's like a chair and a whip.
Get back.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of the goal with like meeting new people and like trying things out is finding the person that you can just be like, listen, I turned into an animal in there.
Well, if that's the
gonna-
game, your boy fucking won.
You're gonna have
because
to,
I have
you're gonna
stopped.
have to keep up. Yeah.
I've stopped with the whip in the chair. I don't even try to hold back. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes
Because
I'm
you're comfortable enough to just let that out. And like my worst times of fucking where there is not any noise.
I'm not very vocal, to be fair. But go on.
That's when I know I've done the worst. Where not done the worst. That's usually when I'm just like, man, I'd rather
Just bombed in there.
I'd rather be watching TV. that's always what it is.
Bro, that's relationship
if,
stuff.
if I'm not like if that like switch doesn't actually like switch, then the entire time I'm doing the thing, I'm just like
It's a fucking chore.
Where's the
Yeah.
switch in your butthole?
yeah. It feels like masturbating. At those times, it feels like masturbating. It's just like, well, I could have.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop you
Fucking
from
done this
masturbating at
myself.
fucking 3 p.m.
Yeah, like I'm still gonna go
Yeah.
through with it, but it's not gonna be my best work. And
Go
neither
Right.
and
through
ne-
with it.
You're not committing.
and neither is masturbating at 3 p.m. whenever I'm in a sad place.
No, if I'm gonna
Like,
jerk
that's
off at
also
3
not a-
p.m., I'm giving it my all, bro. I'm leaving it all in the fucking field. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a next level of horny for me.
Yes.
If I wake up
I'm
alone in
leaving
my
it
bed,
all on the field.
if I wake up alone in my bed, I'm off, my girlfriend went to work, I might jerk off, you know? And if I go to sleep alone, if she's fucking having a sleepover, she's out of town or whatever, I might jerk off. But if I jerk off at 3 p.m., your boy's in the zone. Like, you might as well have just been like, Brian Nystrom.
Yeah, you just-
fucking dun, 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 fucking Space Jam.
Have
Yeah.
you ever done have you ever like had a joke come up and immediately masturbate because you're just like, that was good?
No. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I've gone through writing sessions where I'll get done and I'm just like, I'm fucking hilarious.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, dude.
How about
Like,
daddy gets a little treat?
Yeah, now daddy gets a little treat.
Yeah.
And I will take myself to dinner.
Mickey D's?
No, taking myself to dinner
Just jerking off. Right?
with passion, with gusto, with the animal in me. That's when the finger gets in the asshole.
Ooh.
So you know that's poor people talk. Oh, we're out to dinner.
Wow.
I'm also poor.
It's alright. The best people are. Really.
I mean, usually I also will get Mickey D's afterwards.
It's like your after sex cigarette.
Mickey D.
Well, fucking dollar menu about to fuck you up. You know what? I think tonight's gonna go all right. I'm feeling loose. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
dude. That's the best part about like exhaustion, is it puts you in a place where you can
Jerk off.
where
at 3
where I feel like people are just more honest and things like flow out more truly from them, because like that tired brain doesn't have a filter or like has much less of one.
Yeah, it's like big holes.
Yeah.
Like it'll stop the gravel, but it's not stopping anything else,
dude.
bro. It's just like sand and dick jokes
Just
and
big swings everywhere.
secrets.
I think it's great. I love it. I'm so like pleased that I get to even just like know both of you and watch you guys' stand up. Like, not to fucking make your heads any bigger, but you guys are funny.
I mean, we think we suck. It's all a facade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you
I
for
feel
saying
that.
that.
No.
One piece of advice: stop saying that at the
Yeah.
end of your set. End on a
Straight-
laugh,
Yeah,
Jeli.
straight up.
These people know you're appreciative. You're on stage. You're
Yeah.
giving it your all, and then you end on a laugh. Fuck this. Thank you guys so much.
Stop saying thank you
Don't
to
say
them.
it. Yep.
Alright. You're right. You're right. You guys are right.
If you get a big pop, you could be like, thank you.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Sometimes I honestly am surprised people are laughing, because I'm like they're laughing so hard. I'm
that's-
like, is this pity laugh?
well,
No,
no, if
that's-
we're
It's
laughing,
every time.
not a pity laugh, because I don't pity laugh anymore.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I've noticed that about you.
Yeah.
If
It's
Kelly
good.
did comedy, there might be a pity laugh in it. You know what I mean?
Aw, that's how you know it's love, right?
It's only love. I will laugh at Jadrian when he's bombing because the situation
It's
is
bombing.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. I love that shit.
But pity laughs, not from me.
I try my best not to laugh anymore when that's
But
happening.
when it happens,
Oh,
when you
but
catch
it's
yourself
such a
laughing, you
scene.
laugh so much harder. I hear
know,
it happen to
I
you.
know.
Where you're like, oh, I wasn't supposed to laugh, and then it's so much bigger.
I think honestly, I really like coming and watching like the comedians, because like my life honestly has been so fucking like bleh that sometimes I surprise myself when I'm laughing at something. So I try and pay attention to what actually makes me laugh, because like I'm in general just not very like happy with life. So
Also, it's helping you like figure yourself out and be like, no, there are things that
yeah,
I
I
that
can still
be
experience
funny,
joy.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, and just writing, the process of writing or not writing, getting on stage, and just like the last two
Just
times you
fucking
saw Me
going
Too
at it.
comedy,
Yeah.
I didn't have jokes. I didn't
the
want to tell my
fuck
jokes. I'm
out.
over my jokes. So I'm just like, let's see what happens in the situation. And I usually tell secrets and like say shit that you wouldn't say at a family dinner, you know? Like, have you ever done this? Well, I have.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah. I feel like you've also done that a lot when you were on coke. Like that one night you were on a lot of coke, it was like, whoa.
I was
Yeah,
on
it
a lot
wasn't-
of coke.
It wasn't too much. I've
I don't know. I
I've
felt
seen
like
him
you
on
were
a lot
just,
of
like,
coke.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, maybe we did a bump. Okay, but that like you mentioned it on stage, it was like actually funny because it was like, oh,
You could
Huh.
see it. You could
Everybody.
you could feel it off of him. Yeah.
well, you were just being like super open,
Yeah.
and usually you have so many walls up that it was like refreshing but interesting.
You think I have walls up on stage?
In certain ways, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
No, that's pretty accurate. I mean, it's kind of just the journey of like doing comedy more is knocking down more and more of those walls over time, and the finding your voice. That's the way it's put. I'm not sure for
Being
how
able
many
to
arts, but,
actually
like,
talk to the crowd,
Yeah.
not at them.
yeah.
Like, interact with the room.
No, I'm not saying you have walls like in a like you're shut down and you're not interacting with people in a way. I think you more have like you're very like cautious on like trusting the crowd and the energy
Well,
sometimes.
that's
I've turned them off a bunch of times. I have
Yeah.
made the crowd hate me.
That is just the journey. That is just the journey of doing stand up. That's what fucking happens.
Yeah, last night I was just like, is anybody doing drugs? Because I was like, can I tell my drug jokes? Or because it was kind of an older crowd, you know? So I was like,
there were some of the jokes that were like hit and miss. There were some that I didn't think were gonna hit that hit. And like I had no idea what was going on with the room last night.
I enjoyed it.
I feel like
there was a lady that was
like
like, I did coke while you were on stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my bitch.
Bro, that's everybody's.
That bitch go hard.
I felt
Aw.
safe after that. I was like, well, if anybody's going to jail, it's this crazy bitch for sure.
Yes.
Is that the feeling that I would give people whenever I would do blow in the back of the Starlight? I'd just be holding the bag, like leaning back with a key, just like, you guys want some? You guys want some?
I never did it with him because I was like, I'm not doing cocaine in this scenario. It's like the door is right there.
Yeah,
We're sitting at the closest table to the door. The door's open.
I would just hand you the bag and I'd be like, all right, I'll see you. And you bring that back.
Goodness.
Yeah, drugs are bad, kids. I think they have their place, and I think there's terrible, like, pitfalls everywhere.
Yeah,
when you're doing drugs,
it's very, very
especially
easy
if it's
to
available.
do drugs wrong. Like that is the wrong way to do drugs. There's no reason that I should have just been holding the bag out at some points and just being like, all right.
No, I was literally like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, bro, that is a felony, bro. I guess a misdemeanor.
I mean, I was still like in the process of like doing stuff with courts, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going wild, dog.
You know what? I respect that.
That's how you know you're in jail, if you're masturbating at 3 p.m. in jail. So there you go.
Never did that. No, I was always polite.
I didn't jerk off once in jail.
I was always polite and I waited.
I was very nervous.
Always polite and I waited.
Well, also it's because like the jail that I was in Grants was like this whole like they had so many extra blankets that like there were partitions between all the bunks. All the bunks had like a flap like that went down, and like you just had like your own little like dark room.
Bro, the jail I was at, if you put a shirt on the bed covering any part of your bed, they made an announcement.
Oh,
Cell A. Take the shirt down.
Yeah. They tried to do that, and every single time they would come in and tell us to take them down.
Somebody was jerking off?
No.
They're just like, you know what, fuck it.
No, the inmates would just be like, okay, we'll just start a riot.
Oh god.
That's danger.
And every single time the COs would just be like, yeah, go ahead and keep them on. And like,
or we can just murder each other.
Yeah. How do you like that?
And maybe you.
Yeah.
How fast can you get over there? Because in mine, it was a long run. Like, but they also had like gun holes under the security window. I was in high security.
No,
because I was an out-of-state felon. But yeah, maybe mine was. It seems more intense.
How many times have you been to jail, Jeli?
Good question.
So when I was 21, I got caught growing mushrooms. So
Nice.
I was given 5 years.
Goddamn, son. Goddamn.
So I did 3.5 inside, and then I did 1.5 years on parole.
Hell yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't go to jail.
No,
I went to prison.
You went to prison, dog.
God damn, jail. This was a good idea.
I knew this bitch was hard.
We would have never known that if you didn't come up.
Honestly, I wasn't sure.
You
if I
should talk
like,
about this on stage.
I wasn't sure if I should talk about it on right here,
Why?
right now.
Are you off parole?
Yeah, I'm off parole.
Then who gives
Who gives
a
a
fuck?
fuck?
Well, and here's the thing: I have 1 felony for possession of mushrooms.
Yeah.
So it's
So you
not
got
like
caught-
I was a bad drug, like druggy, like
Yeah,
drug
you weren't
influenced.
selling
Like
heroin or like meth.
I
or
had never
anything
even
like that. Yeah.
done any other drugs until I went to prison.
Yeah,
I had
that-
never done
makes
heroin.
sense.
I had never done meth. I had never name the varieties. I literally had only
This is getting
drank
good.
like a few times, smoked weed.
How old were
and
you?
I was 21.
21. You got caught with dried mushrooms.
No, I was growing them.
You got caught with growing live mushrooms.
Mhm.
How did this happen? Were
So
you selling
I was
mushrooms?
going to school, and I was going to school, and I thought I could use the extra cash, and so I started growing mushrooms in my tiny apartment.
But did you sell these at any point?
I mean, like, of course I did.
So this wasn't, oh, my mushrooms were growing, hadn't broken the law yet.
I
This
mean, I
was-
was
you were
breaking the
in
law
it.
by having them.
I don't
Yeah.
think when they're growing they're illegal. That's why they can sell them in the United States.
Okay, so
I think it's once you cut them and dry them, that's when they become illegal.
I mean,
I
like,
may be
eating them
wrong.
wet is super okay as long as they're grown sterile.
Yeah.
You have to just grow them sterilely, and then you can eat them wet. You don't have to dry them. You dry them.
Well, you gotta eat
because-
like 30 grams.
No,
No?
wet mushrooms are like a whole different kind of high. Like,
Are
I
they?
mean- oh yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah.
How much do you eat?
I mean, like,
Ish.
I mean, depends on your body size, all the things, you know. I mean, like, if you
You're
needed,
tiny. What was your average?
Like the difference between a gram to a gram.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know the exact difference. Google it. I'm not sure.
Alright, fair enough.
I've always just
Fair
heard it's
enough.
like way more. And this was doing research when I was freaking out whether or not I should do mushrooms for the first time. It was just like on Arrowwood fucking learning. If you're going to do drugs, go to
Okay,
arrowwood.org.
so obviously I can only observe what happens when I do it.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Right, and for
Fair
me, it
enough.
was
It is a
a
personal
different high,
experience.
and like I try really hard to honor and understand that mushrooms are a plant medicine. You
Yeah.
have to respect them.
Yeah.
Or they slap you down.
And
Mhm.
I will openly admit I did not respect them. I was fucking just like trying very hard to stay as sane as possible while I was going to school, and like
I went through that phase.
I am so like I not to be like sounding like self-pitying, but I really am fucking stupid. Like all that book work and like it's like way above my head. Like it's really hard for me to learn. And like
And then
at
you
one
squeeze
point,
some mushrooms on top of it.
right, well, and then at one point like I tried going back to school after I got out of prison and all the things, right? And I got really addicted to like Ritalin and Adderall because I was trying really hard to focus and be like, I'm going
You're
to
like,
school.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
And I'm still stupid. So I don't know. Maybe I just
School doesn't
Ooh.
make you smart. Man.
it's
Life
really
does.
it's
Like-
really oh I just like maybe I can't learn in those situations and I can learn better like on a hands-on thing. Maybe I need to go to like a tech school. I'm okay with that concept. I just like really like especially like computer work, like being on the computer is really fucking hard for me. Like
And
I can do it
boring.
alright, but I start just fucking like going slowly, like shutting down. Like I can't. There's not. It's not. My brain's not recording anymore, and it's just like
I know that feeling.
nothing's being learned.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah.
You're just bored.
Yeah. No.
I bet you got
some
good at
things are
ziplining super
fucking
quick.
boring. Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting because I actually read a lot while I was in prison.
You don't have anything else to do.
Well, I
Or
had
heroin.
jobs. I had jobs the whole time I was locked up. I worked a whole bunch of different
Did
jobs.
you get paid for these jobs?
I got 35 cents an hour,
Whew.
which is great because you have to buy your own tampons in
Yep.
prison. So
What are they, 35 cents or so? Because
Uh,
ramen's $1.
right? So I actually don't remember how much tampons were.
I bet there was
think
a
I would.
huge fucking upcharge. I bet there
Yeah.
was a huge fucking
Oh,
upcharge on that
guaranteed.
shit.
I bet they were, yeah, and not to mention you kind of need them, you know?
Yeah, you kind of do.
I mean, you can make one out of other stuff that you also have to buy.
I don't know. I mean, apparently there's like cushier prisons than where I was at. I mean,
Where were you?
I was up in Montana.
Ooh.
It was
It doesn't
actually
sound
interesting.
luxurious.
No, it was kind of cold. All the winters there fucking sucked.
I went to jail in the summer, and I was freezing the whole time. The entire time. They just blasted the AC the whole time.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. That's what they did in my prison too. I don't know. I sometimes get all like weirded out because I like will randomly remember that like most people don't know that about me. But like, I hope it doesn't like change your general idea. Of,
No,
like,
you should
We
talk
don't
about
give
it
a
on
fuck.
stage.
Yeah, I think you should talk about
I mean,
it more.
That's
but
probably-
I don't because like I don't want people to think I'm this bad person because I'm not.
I think you'll get over that. How long has it been? How old are you?
Fucking, even if they do, fuck them.
Yeah.
The only people that actually matter are the people that already know that you're a good person. Like, fuck all these strangers. Like.
But I mean, I don't.
And
know.
it's an interesting
here's the
fucking
thing,
story,
like,
and like you
don't-
never know how that's going to affect people, how it's going to change the way that they possibly look at the prison system. You know, like you don't know, like maybe somebody got out of prison off of parole, and they're just like, I don't know what to fucking do with my life, and they see a comic up there that's just like, I went to prison, and now I enjoy doing this. And like you never know what being honest and truthful about yourself and just telling your story can do to affect people around you positively. And if it if it doesn't, fuck them. They'll be fine. They'll forget about it.
Well, and I'm
Who
not
gives a
saying
shit?
I'm not saying it's gonna work the first time.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
You need
No.
to have like
I just think everyone's gonna think
That's
I'm
a
either
lot of time.
lying or that I'm like fucking like glorifying.
Who
something.
cares?
say
Like,
I went to prison for selling mushrooms. Everybody believes you.
You know what? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is it the way I look?
It's
It is.
It's all.
It
of
is the everything
It's
about
the
you.
laugh. It's the jokes. It's the. When you said that, I was like, checks out.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, that's cool because like I honestly do feel like I sometimes want to be able to share about like the awesome like parts about being locked up. Like as weird as that sounds, like I had some good
Yeah,
times.
dude,
like-
jail was a great fucking time. I had a good time in jail.
I was
And
the
that was,
opposite.
and even though
Yeah.
even though you went to
Yeah.
prison, like I can understand how like you can have moments where you're just like, you know what, this was a good day.
Well, and
Okay,
you
well,
learn
I
how to
mean-
do time. You get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah, okay, so the biggest, like, I don't know. So, when I was locked up in Montana, like, 70% of that prison are natives that have grown up or live around the reservations or different parts of Montana, right?
Yep.
Like, so, most of it is natives. Like, think about that.
I went
like,
in
Okay, so
Farmington.
it was pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah. No.
they're just, like, hilarious people.
Yeah.
I love, like, that, like, even though they fucking have been, like, fucking abused to the fucking core, some of them are just like, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't know, they really show me like there can be a power in like realizing like your own strengths, you know.
Totally.
And like some of those girls are just like they were so much like built so much bigger than me. Like they could kill me with one hit, honestly. Like I had to like
And they
learn.
didn't.
Yeah. Isn't that great? I'm still amazed, actually. Like, I must be a good person. I don't know. But, like, for real, like, I tend to think I'm a bigger woman, but just in, like, my height, you know, and, like, how, like, tall I am. But I definitely, I was short compared to a lot of them, and that was,
No,
like,
they built them big out there.
Montana.
all of them are fucking bred like corn, dog. Just the strongest seed.
So this brings me to the question: did you get in any fights?
Yes.
Multiple?
Yeah, I fought a lot.
Really?
actually.
Did you get better at it?
Did
Did you find that you got
Yeah.
better at it?
I actually started hating myself because I felt bad for hurting people.
Damn.
Because you were
Jeli.
getting so good at it.
I guess so. I was just really fucking angry. Like
I mean,
after a
fair
while, I was
enough,
just
yeah.
like, "This is fucking stupid. I hate everyone." Like
Yeah.
I was really mad. Like especially when I went up to parole for the first time and they denied me my parole.
That's a bad day.
Yeah, that
Whoa.
was a bad day.
Yeah, don't talk to me. Like I was so fucking angry. Like, and it kind of sucks because I did get an assault charge by putting like hands on one girl, and like that actually made me have to go back in front of a judge, and they're like, "You're already in there for what?" So like I'm sure that was a huge part of why I didn't get my parole the first time. They're like,
For sure.
"Hmm." So
But I don't know, man. In the prison system, it's got to be so
No.
hard to not have a violent encounter.
Yeah.
Like I was
straight
in
up.
county, they knew I didn't belong there. You know, like I was in high security because I was in a different state than where my charges were. So I was an out-of-state felon, and most of the people in there were going to prison, you know, and they saw me walk in. There was only like 10 white dudes. They saw me and they were just like, "Don't cause problems, and we got you." I was just like, "Word, I'm gonna sleep over there with the old dude because I'm not scared of him."
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I feel that I actually learned how to crochet in prison because of all the old ladies in there.
It seems like a safe, chill way to spend your time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
learn a craft.
You think so? But like most of the old ladies in wheelchairs carry around shanks. Like
Yeah.
you don't trust
They're
them.
called crochet needles.
Yeah. That's the
You can turn anything into a shank.
Yeah.
Just one didn't show up one day.
Yeah.
You know, when I was on parole, I had to do anger management for like the third time because I had done it in prison, right? And so I'm doing it, and I'm sitting there crocheting, and I fucking was told I could not crochet because the teacher was afraid of me with my crochet needle. I was like, wow.
How many fights? Like plus 20? 20 plus?
Probably around 20-ish.
Yeah, you're not
Sounds
allowed to
like a good
crochet in here
guess.
either, bitch. You know what? Give me the pen.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm just kidding. I just find it fascinating
no.
that you, it obviously wasn't the only reason it was your path that you went to prison is because psychedelics are fucking so punished here. Like, I went to jail for selling $100 with acid. Cost me $11,000. Didn't go to prison. Very good money spent on lawyer. Worth it. But yeah, it's just like the view on drugs, especially psychedelics, when it comes to the law, is fucking insane. Like the penalties I was facing versus what my lawyer pulled off for me like a fucking magician. You know, because they were like big, like 20, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, I had a public pretender, so if I had had a real lawyer, I probably wouldn't have even done time. Like,
well, I got lucky that I was selling drugs long enough to have savings jelly. Savings.
I was in school. In school. We all know.
I just quit school.
Yeah, you should have just
Hey,
quit school.
I have savings now. Okay, you should be proud of me.
Props.
Yeah.
I
see?
don't. Good for you.
Yeah, I also don't
See?
have any savings.
I'm so broke right now. It's ridiculous.
Aw, well, I will light a green candle of abundance in my visual aura just to hope for blessings of abundance upon
See,
me.
it's shit like that that makes people not believe you went to prison and got in a bunch of fights. You seem like such a kind-hearted person. The
That
kind of
comes
person-
from getting in a lot of fights.
Okay, so I read like the whole religious library while I was in prison. Every single religious book. Okay, I'm gonna admit I did not read all of Scientology because I got like 2 chapters in. And I was
That
like,
makes sense.
If
you
Which
get-
is weird because my favorite thing in jail was novels. So you could have
Scientology.
taken it for the entertainment
Uh,
aspect. Like a spy book, you know?
I fucking hate stories. I like.
Oh.
I'm not. That sounds awful. I don't really like reading just like books for the story. Like I like reading shit that like I actually learned something. I don't know.
So you are
Fair.
good at learning.
Just about shit that you care about.
Exactly.
I think I'm bad at taking tests. That's the problem.
I'm the opposite. Terrible at learning. I fuck up at tests.
Dude, I'm
Mm.
so good at tests.
Mm.
So good at tests.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like when you meet your girlfriend's parents for the first time.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking nailed it.
Great
son.
at pretending I know all the right answers.
You ever seen a barrel of acid?
Yeah, that's a great way to make yourself look great. I could start
So
with.
were you in Montana? You were going to school in Montana when all this went down?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Where are you from originally?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh,
Whereabouts?
where?
I was born in Evergreen.
Evergreen, that's near Denver?
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes west of Denver.
That's pretty near Denver.
Yeah, it was
It's like where the
pretty
poor
sick.
people live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, I looked.
Yeah.
Still a little pricey for me, I'm going to be honest.
Dude, honestly, when I was growing up, it was still fucking starting to get pricey. But like, all my neighbors were like mountain people and mountain men, and like, it was fucking awesome actually, because they would like bring over like elk and like deer.
That's
and, like,
the best. I love those friends.
Oh yeah, and they were all like so fucking like chill. Like they'd be like, "Oh, you wanna go out back and like do like axe throwing? Sure." Here.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
So I'm guessing no internet.
Oh, do you? Okay, so this is how old I am. I remember that.
How old are you?
I was born 1990.
Me too.
Do the math. There we go.
Gotcha.
I'm
So
a
you've-
90s baby.
So you've been out for a while.
I guess so. I don't know, man.
You've like
Time anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
They keep saying like you get older faster than you think, but I'm like, am I old or am I young? I don't know. I work with a lot of young kids, but like
you're 31 years old. Yeah.
yeah.
Or 30, whenever your birthday is.
I'm 30.
Or 32. Yeah. I'm about to turn 32. I'm getting old as well. Kind of hurts. I'm gonna be honest.
I bet.
My back. My back hurts.
I'm hitting 27 and I'm starting to notice like the little changes and I'm like, this is gonna go downhill quick.
Yeah, my dad's listening to this laughing like, wait for 50, bitch.
Yeah, dude, straight up.
Yes.
I already get out of bed making noises.
Oh, dude, I get out of every chair making noises.
Get into every chair making noises.
Sometimes it's drastic, bro. Like, I've been tired and sore from work, so I'm just like, oh, God.
When I get home, I don't even make it inside of my house for like 30 minutes because we have that couch outside on our porch. So I just, so that's like my first seat
That's
of the
'cause
day
you have
when I get
roommates.
home from work, and I'm just like,
That's because you have roommates and you want alone time.
they're hardly ever home.
Really? You do that when nobody's home?
Yeah, dude, because I'm
Because you
just
smoke cigarettes, too.
well, yes, but I'm just ready to like sit down.
Me, too,
And
but I
it's
have
a nice
zero
couch.
reason to sit outside.
It's nice outside. I got a nice tree,
I mean, if I let
Cool.
the dogs out and
cool
I got
rock that looks like a heart.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm letting the dogs out and I got a joint rolled on the coffee table, I'll go plop in a camp chair out in the front yard, in my gravel goddamn yard.
Mm-hmm. Also, your front yard kind of just looks at your neighbor's house.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's not very.
Where
relaxing.
all of the rest of the scenery is all behind your house.
Well, I mean, I sit in the driveway sometimes. I'll put my
Yep.
fucking
Fair
chair
enough.
out by the car and
you
clip
ever-
my toenails. You know
you ever
what I
go
mean?
like sit on that bridge?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's mostly when people are here because they're like, "Can we go on the bridge?" And then I'll get up there and I'm like, "This is pretty cool."
That's a
Yeah.
pretty cool bridge.
When I first moved in, I was all pumped about it. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, "This would make a dope album cover," you know.
Oh yeah. So
Even if I don't live here and I release my first comedy album, I'm coming here and I'm gonna take a picture on that fucking bridge.
hell yeah, dude. So how long are you planning on staying in Durango? Because you seem like kind of a wild heart.
One of us. One of us.
That's really what I'm asking. I'm
Right
just
up.
like, how long are you gonna be a part of our comedy scene?
Should we build a relationship or
No.
is
That's
this
what
just
I-
a podcast?
That's what I was thinking too, Armal. Should I build a relationship with these hoodlums, or should I just, migrate away? Like
Well, it's
I
too late
always
now.
do?
You're already on the podcast, and you've already
That's true.
started comedy,
I really like
Yeah.
doing comedy, even though I really don't think I'm that funny.
and you
but
can do it anywhere.
You have potential.
No.
But I think you need to
Aw,
hone that potential here
Hone
before
it.
you go to a big scary place.
It's true.
That's only going to be nice to you if you're funny.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
wouldn't be nice to me anyways.
No, there were lots of people when
Just tell them you went to prison. No fucking respect.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll stab you.
Yeah, there were.
With a crochet needle. Yeah. Go on, sorry. Can't stop. I'm warming up, baby. It's going to be a good show.
The crochet needle.
So I gotta tell you, the first 2 weeks I was actually locked up. All right, I was put in the mental health ward because they were just like,
Mushrooms?
no, they thought I was suicidal, which I am. So fine,
No,
whatever.
Fair assumption. Yeah.
But I functioned this way.
Did they ask you
okay?
questions before that? or-
Yes.
Okay, so there was an analysis.
I just
And
made a
you
mistake
answered-
of being honest.
Oh,
I forget they do
never do that.
I forget when you get to jail.
I
They're
was
like,
so
so
fucking stupid.
you gonna kill yourself or what?
Right? No, of course not. But anyways, every night, this poor girl, I swear, every night she would scream, "I just want to go home. I just want to go."
I think she speaks for everybody.
Yeah.
That bitch
yeah.
needs a slap. Or a honey bun. Either way, she
No,
needs one of those
probably.
things. Either physical violence or like a gift.
Or a teddy bear or something. Maybe she needs to get fucked. I don't know.
I don't know. No, some kind of comfort item.
That's what is what very odd. People don't realize there are a lot of rapes that happen in prison.
Oh yeah.
There's so much like
I've heard. Yeah. I don't think it's like a secret.
what's weird
But people
is
don't
like
think about women's prisons.
there's like lesbian guards that will actually like get off making inmates fuck each other. And it's like it's very bizarre like how they like can control your life, right?
Yeah.
They don't like you, they'll just move you rooms into a shitty room until you fucking really go crazy, like because there's those bad rooms. There are those.
So if you
really
say
bad
no,
roommates.
They don't beat your ass, but they're just like, cool, your life's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And,
This is
like,
like
it
Sons of
was-
Anarchy, bro.
It was cool because I
It's
actually
Sons of
like
Anarchy.
I worked my way up to actually being in the spot where I'm like, okay, so I'm in a room where I can actually charge rent because if you get in a good like 5-man room, people want in that room, you know, especially if it's like cool peeps, right?
Yeah.
And so like those cool peeps will actually charge people to be like, all right, you're in this room, so I want canteen of this, and this week. We'll see what's next week. Like
Fuck
They
yeah.
have that kind of pool?
Fuck yeah.
What, you have to be accepted by the room or what?
yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Then you got the crazy like religious peeps that oh my god, those are horrible roommates.
What did they
Makes sense.
what did some of those peeps go to prison for?
It's usually murder.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what?
Were they crocheting a lot?
Oh my goodness, yes, actually. They
Fucking love it.
I love that you put that connection together because there were a lot of older women that actually had murdered their husbands or their partners and such and things, and like I befriended quite a few of them because they
Smart.
were dope. Like,
Smart.
I felt bad for them because I was like, dude, man, you should not be in here. Like,
Your husband sounded like a dick. He deserved it.
Exactly.
Yeah, if only divorce was legal in this day and age.
Right. Dude, so many of the people I met, I was like, dude, this is bullshit. You should not be here. Like, even if they were, like, stretching the truth.
Did
or
anybody tell you
lying,
that?
Like, me?
Yeah, that you shouldn't be there.
Sometimes. I didn't really talk about my shit a lot, though. I don't know.
So you were just asking other people shit, and they were just talking about themselves.
No, I didn't even ask, okay? A lot of times people just want to fucking talk. Like,
I
they
met
get a
those
new
people.
roommate, and they're like, oh my god, a new source of information. And you're like, oh my god. They're like, they're so socially deprived.
It's like
Like,
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, so tell me everything. And you're like, no.
Right.
You're like,
Good,
I'm going to the
man.
library to read about Jesus.
Oh,
Like the
man,
actual
yeah.
Jesus, not your fake Jesus.
Yeah, there's a joke there. You can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I know this is a quick turn, but if you do continue to do comedy, like for years, whether you start now or you start in 3 years, you will start talking about this prison shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna realize if you write enough that like this was a huge influential time in my life that changed, that kind of molded you.
Yeah, as a person.
Whether you're all of those things still or you're some of those things still, you know, and prison was that part of your life. So you are going to talk about it eventually, just so you know. I think you should start talking about it sooner than later so you can actually start mining now, you know, because it's going to take a long time to find the gold
Starting
in
to
there.
dig through old memories, and man, sometimes writing comedy and just digging through old stuff and like jotting down notes about just old memories, and I'm just like, haha, that's funny, but in reality it's just super sad. Like that.
Most of my jokes, yeah, even the hemorrhoid ones.
Yeah.
Bad day.
Yeah, that's a part of the process. It's just reliving what's become you until you finally catch up, and you're just like, oh, now I can just be me.
Well, and
Oh,
once you get a big pop off of a real like event in your life that maybe was shitty, the shittiness goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of a sudden, this is just a joke now. It's not even like a bad memory. It's just a joke now, and it's helped me deal with a lot of shit.
Yeah, one of my first successful jokes was being in kind of an abusive relationship for 5 years, and like it was the joke that got me on my first showcase, and it was something that really fucking like stuck with me for a while, and was like something that I was healing from and like recovering from, because like I had started comedy when we had like kind of broken up and like we were still living together and like shit was bad, and then I was homeless, and then I wasn't homeless. But like it was around that time of that switch between being homeless and not being homeless. But like that was a different feeling. Once I actually came up with that joke and it started landing, that was when I was really, really sold.
It takes the sting off.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It's like, oh, this was real. This was something that happened to me that was a bad fucking day. Cause I'll tell the joke tonight at the mic that I assume you're gonna be at. But yeah, that was the bad 5 years. It was a real bad 5 years. And now I get to share it with people, and for some reason people laugh.
Well, and real shit gets the most laughs, because you can tell. You know what I mean? I lie a lot, and sometimes I can sell a lie. Sometimes they read right through it, but when I'm telling real shit, it works.
Like right now, a lot of my shit just isn't real. That's why a lot of the time I've been going up on stage kind of like with a fuck it attitude. Recently, because I'm just like, no, I'm just running through bits that aren't good enough to be real, to have me get excited about them, because things have to come together, because like life has to happen, and I have to keep thinking about these things and healing from whatever I'm going through, and like.
Yeah.
But when you talk about your kid, works.
No, because that's a constant. I've been trying to talk a little bit less about my kid.
Fair.
Yeah. Or it's just like, she doesn't really have a say in whether or not, like.
Oh, so you want to be
like
unsuccessful?
Everybody else in my life, I've kind of been able to give them the warning, and they understand, of being like, hey, if something happens between us, you're probably going to be in a bit. Like, not even in a negative sense, but like if we're friends and we hang out for long enough, something's probably going to come up that's going to become a bit.
Right.
So it's kind of like that all around involvement, and I just don't think she's old enough to to really decide.
Consent.
Yeah, and like really, really consent and be like, no, it's okay.
But you can still talk about situations that come up because you were a dad, you were there. You know, the only reason you were there is because you're a dad, and something else happened, somebody else's fucking kid, whatever, you know. Don't be like Bradley fucking, you know. Actually, if his name's Bradley, say it.
Okay.
It's a good name.
It's pretty good.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, man, I really do hope that you continue to do comedy, even if you don't do it here.
Oh, yeah, and I said that because most people don't keep doing comedy.
Yes. Well, like, most people, for the first like month, I'm just like, I don't really care.
So if we seemed cold, that's why.
Yeah.
No,
I've been
I
played
feel that.
before,
I
all right?
feel that. No, I honestly...
It's like the
weird.
restaurant industry, where you're just like, I don't even know if I should get to know this server or not, because they might be gone fucking tomorrow. Like,
well, and that's what's been really weird for me, because honestly, like, I've had a lot of weird moments of deja vu in this town, and I don't know why, because I don't normally get deja vu.
Because you're meant to be here, Jeli.
Yeah.
Doing comedy. With your
doing
friends.
yeah, see?
But I did somehow end up here. It was kind of like I was hanging out in Moab, and I had a choice of going to Durango or Grand Junction.
Oh.
And I was like,
fuck Grand Junction.
The Mesa, amazing. Grand Mesa is fucking amazing.
Okay.
The town.
Yeah.
No.
It's very... Have you been to Farmington yet?
No.
It's a lot like Farmington. You should go just try to make some friends. You know, just like be friendly. See, nobody is down with that,
so
really.
I've been hanging out at the Hive, though, and
good vibes.
they've had a lot of artists from Farmington, and I have met them.
Well,
and
you're
they're pretty
meeting-
cool,
They come
so-
here, Jeli.
Yeah, you're meeting the
They're-
rare few.
Yes, see, so I don't even have to go there. See, it
Exactly.
all comes together.
Maybe you'll do comedy with us there one day. It'd be fun.
it would be fun.
They're hard, but we can prepare you.
I think
Yeah.
Tones has me on a show with the Hive in August.
I think I'm hosting that.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. As of right now, I accidentally got a speeding ticket I have to take care of on the 29th of August. So at least I'll be
Fuck
here till
yeah.
then.
Bro, you got a minivan. Just chill.
No, I honestly have actually been offered up a few different places to possibly rent in the winter, so I might actually
Be
stick
around for a while.
So
Nice.
I'm not making like any serious promises because I hate to like
At
be
least,
the dick and
at
be
least
like,
stay
"Mm,
in. At least stay until the festival. Hang out.
You're not
meet-
gonna want to miss this.
You are not gonna want to miss this festival.
You can meet people at the festival that will literally
Seriously.
allow you to move a lot of different places and have connections. Like, and
okay,
have
yeah.
friends when you get there. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Because comedy's hard without friends.
Right.
Like,
That's
you're
true.
alone and it doesn't feel good.
And even just having first interactions, like like everybody at the festival knows they're there at the festival. Everybody's cool, so everybody's just kind of like, "Hey, what's up? What's your name? How you doing? Yada yada yada."
No, super friendly.
But whenever you go to like just a regular mic, it's the same thing where it's just like, I don't know if this person's gonna be gone tomorrow. So as long as you have one person that you're just like, "Hey, I met you at the festival."
Remember?
Yeah, and-
Remember I do this like you?
Yeah.
Remember how we're the same?
Yeah,
Oh my
remember how we were in the
goodness.
same place at the same time? It's crazy how much more that opens the doors. And-
Especially if it's the host of the show.
yeah,
Because they blow you the fuck up.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
They'll
okay.
introduce you to everybody
That's
and be
awesome.
like, "All right,
Love
let's
it.
go to this spot. This is where shit happens." Like,
I guess. All right. So I gotta admit, I'm kind of scared to like actually get good at this. Cause what if like
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's a terrible
It's a
pursuit,
scary
yeah.
thing. Like, there's a lot of new like
The worst.
oof,
no, it's an addiction at this point.
Yeah,
it really is.
yeah.
I mean, at least it's an artistic addiction, which is nice. But
If I skip a mic, I'm
Dude,
freaking out.
I
Like
feel
Sunday,
terrible.
the Sunday I wasn't there, it was my dad's birthday, and I left early on Father's Day to make Andy's first mic. So it was my dad's birthday, and I was like, I can't make it. But when I got home, I was like, I can't believe I missed a fucking mic. Like, I saw a picture on Instagram, and I was
Yep.
like, I could have crushed it that mic. You know?
Yeah, see, what's been hard for me is I've actually been working to the point where I've been like almost like missing mics or like being totally like late to mics, like, and
Just get
I
our
don't know.
numbers.
well, really,
Hit us up.
like the cool thing is though, like I'm
we'll,
right now,
we'll
I'm
be
making
your
money.
wake up alarm. We'll call you.
No. I'm like making money right now and like doing what I need to do for the season. But it's also really exciting to think of like if I got like a different type of job in the winter, like maybe I wouldn't be so like busy in the evenings if I got it right, you know.
Yeah, if you want to work in a restaurant, I can help with some. Jake.
We are looking for kitchen help.
Oh, they need it desperately.
No. See, I think
This
I'm-
podcast sponsored by Old Timers.
Old Timers Cafe.
Go apply to
Old
Old Timers.
Do you
Come
need
to
a
Old
job?
Timers. Do you need? Do you want good food and a weird but friendly conversation? Come give your money to me at Old Timers.
I'm there twice a week. Dishwasher's cool as fuck.
Oh my god. I hate
Sorry,
working with
we-
food. I
we-
have to just say that I
we-
hate working with food. It sucks. So
Oh yeah, no, it's terrible. I make a lot of bad decisions in my life.
Oh my god, I've worked front of house, back of house, all the house. Oh my god,
No, it's all terrible. Yeah,
the only
entire
thing
restaurant.
that like only kind of works short time for me is like intense bartending, but I fucking hate doing that too. Like I oof.
Why don't you get some middle of the road bartending?
So I was more like thinking of like maybe finding just like an overnight stocking job or something for the winter. Doesn't that sound nice and boring? Like something that sounds great. Like I don't know. I like sometimes I get so excited from like the excitement of my job. I kind of think about like it'd be nice just to have a boring job.
Well, I think
like,
Walmart does a super extensive background check, just so you know.
Yeah, no, I couldn't ever work at
Jason
Walmart.
said he can't work at Walmart, so but it's been a long time.
You work at City Market.
Yeah.
Maybe
Albertsons will also hire you.
Yeah, I worked at Albertsons when
Yeah.
I was on parole. Yeah.
Okay. Did you
But-
get fired?
No, I
good.
fucking I hated that job though, because one of the managers from the deli side, he was like sexually harassing me.
So
and,
you
like,
hated the
threatening me and
people.
shit.
But the job was
Dude,
fun.
he was
People
fucked
inside.
up. Yeah, I mean everyone else was kind of cool. It was just him. He was really super creepy, and like just one time he like said something really inappropriate, and I was like, "Excuse you?" And he's like, "Excuse you? I know you walk home, and I know you're on parole." And like I was like,
Damn,
"Whoa."
motherfucker. You about to
Rude.
get stabbed with a
Damn.
crochet needle.
Have you
son.
never watched a prison
yeah,
show?
what the fuck? Like,
Such a creepy dude.
Oh, I did like the callback. Good job.
no, thank you.
Sorry, I was in the middle of my own thought.
No, I was
I heard it after.
I was being absolutely. That was less of a thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't realize I did it.
I'm just proud of you for remembering.
See, I love that. I love
That
when
sucks,
like
dude.
I can see you guys just like purely laughing. It's great and it's so great.
It happens a lot
Yeah,
here.
it
This
happens a
is
lot.
like, this is such a therapeutic room.
This is a very
I
this
feel
is a
it.
very honest room.
I like
This
it.
is
That's a good word.
This is a very, very honest room. For some reason, I will say shit into this microphone that I wouldn't say to someone that I'm fucking. Like the
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll say things in front of a crowd
yeah,
that I may not have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how Kelly learns stuff about me.
that makes sense.
She just happens to go that night. And I
makes
got a
sense.
new joke that I just got to tell.
Oh goodness.
That's great. I love that. Has it ever gotten you in trouble?
No, because I don't write anything negative about her.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just something new about you that she's just like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I will put my finger in your butthole.
From
I
time
ain't,
to
I
time.
ain't, I ain't afraid of no blood.
Let's just say my birthday's coming up. 2 weeks. Send me something.
Probably some lube.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
It's one of the manliest things you could do. Would have paint my nails too. What's up, son?
Fuck yeah, dog.
She's been asking forever.
To paint your nails?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
Probably start with my toenails,
That's pretty cute.
just so when I'm walking around the house, she can be like, "I did that," and that'll make her happy.
Oh my goodness.
But it's not long before it spreads. You know,
yeah.
it's like COVID.
If I had a girlfriend ask me to paint my nails, I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. And every time somebody asks me, I'm going to be like, yeah, my girlfriend painted these for me. Look, I have proof.
Oh, yeah. That'd be amazing. I'd be totally down to have a girlfriend that just like did my nails every single night. I would ruin them at work every day, but every night I'd be like, all right, I'm ready. Like, I'm okay with that.
Maybe not every night.
Every night's a lot.
Every night is a lot.
I feel like
Not
that's
really.
like adjacent to poisoning yourself.
Yeah,
Like-
lots of breathing and
It is kind of-
chemicals. Yeah. Yeah.
well, I'm going to say, like, I'll do, like, once a month.
Did
Like-
you know they
No, hit up
actually
Friday
make,
nights.
They
Friday
make
night's
like
perfect.
chemical-free
Friday nights, yeah.
nail polish you can get at like the health food store.
Yeah, you're right. That will be gone by that night.
I really liked that one.
I'm warming up. It's
I
getting
I
good.
really, really liked that one. Oh, Jesus.
Dude, this podcast, especially because I'm hosting, has really benefited me on Tuesdays. I'm a little short on
Mhm.
time, like with work and the pod and comedy, but I definitely level up in this room before we get to the bar, you know?
Yeah.
Between work and the bar, like those are leaps and bounds.
Oh, yeah.
And this helps me climb that fucking staircase. I'm making a lot of weird analogies. I read the
really-
Bible. What's up? I was in jail.
I'm glad.
I was in jail.
Oh my goodness.
I read 30 pages and stopped. I started reading spy books.
I-
Ooh, spy book.
I
That's
made
just
it all
what
the way
there
to the
was.
New Testament.
Mm.
Made it
Yeah.
all the way to New Testament, and then I was like, you know what? I know New Testament pretty well already, because I was a Christian kid.
Mm.
Mm.
And I was just like,
Gotcha.
that's the only part I actually.
So you read the Old Testament?
Yeah.
That real shit.
Yeah, that shit
Mm.
fucking wild.
Yeah. Talk about a novel. It's better than Harry Potter.
Fuck yeah.
So did you read the books they took out?
I've read snippets, but I've never actually gotten a full PDF copy of any of the books because I read everything like on my phone.
Gotcha.
Gross.
Also, because it's a forbidden book of. I don't know if they like have it published. If I can order a book to my house.
I think you might be able to find like the Book of Enoch for free somewhere, and then I don't know. There's the Book of Wisdom that's like in the Catholic Bible. I don't know. There's a lot of books they actually did like.
The Book of Enoch is just about a guy who had a near-death experience and had all of his fucking DMT, like all of like his DMT go off, and he was like, oh fuck, and then he went into multiple different dimensions and came back,
There's,
and
like,
it was just like
aliens and angels and all.
no,
this
it's
weird shit.
it fucking
It's like an Alex Gray painting.
straight up.
Interesting.
Straight up, son. Like that's exactly what the Book of Enoch is like reading.
But
It's
the-
like reading an
Sounds
Alex
decent.
Gray painting. Oh
They
yeah.
supposedly lived for like 800 years though.
Everybody did. That's when I started calling bullshit. It took like 30 pages
Well, I
for
mean-
me to be like,
I mean,
fuck
there's
this.
This is all a lie.
there's
That's how
ev-
I feel.
there's evidence in Sumerian findings between the fucking
Dead Sea
Mesopotamia,
Scrolls? Oh.
between the two fucking rivers, whatever they're called. Anyways,
There's a river.
you learned about them in social studies. Everybody learned about them in social
No,
studies.
we just
Okay,
weren't listening.
Go on with the story.
but there were tablets that like kind of like
Dead Sea Scrolls?
set up like the lineage of like kings that they had,
Mm.
and there were certain lineages that were just like, no, they reigned for 1,000 years, and then it went to his son. Not just like he reigned and somebody just took the title over and over again. No,
They lived
findings were
that
like,
long.
no, that was like his son or like his predecessor, someone like that he trained.
Hmm.
But yeah, like people used to live a lot fucking longer. And I think
I would
it's
argue.
because they thought about death less. It was kind of like a birth of consciousness kind of thing where it's just like, well, now I kind of want to record things. And like the more we started recording things and like bringing things together, we started realizing
Learning
more.
from our past.
Yeah,
Using
more
it.
more of how impermanent things are, how things
Mhm.
kind of repeat in patterns, and
I
like
would
we
expect
started
that
thinking
people
about
would've
death more,
died
and
way
then it started
younger.
happening more. I mean,
Mhm.
you would think so, but like we're all tribal creatures.
Yeah, and the
You-
fucking grasslands are dangerous, dog.
Fair enough, but you have a big enough group of smart, intelligent.
Like there used to be
creatures.
Siberian tigers here.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were.
but they learn. We are apex predators. We are
Rawr.
built and designed to be like that. Yeah,
But to rise to that, it
we're
was probably like
cushy meat sacks,
70% win rate. You know
No.
what I mean? 3 out of 10 were done,
fair
son.
enough. Fair enough. And those are
Fatherless
like,
children.
Homo
Yeah.
erectus, and like all of those previous versions, because that's
Even
fucking
us.
evolution. Yeah. but anyways, those are. I don't know how we got on my theory. So
I don't know.
of
I'm just
why
saying.
we're dying.
You put me with 2 wolves and a spear.
No,
I don't love my odds.
I think you can do it.
I bet that's a 30%. Wolves win 70% of the time. And that's if your boy's sharp.
What
like,
if just one wolf?
one wolf? I'm
You
saying
think you could take a wolf?
maybe 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, I think I could.
I've been practicing on a pit bull. Like, if I didn't have a stick, I think I could damn near... I'll fuck up a coyote
Yeah.
right now.
You know what I don't think I could fight is like a swarm of rats.
Oh God.
Well, they would have to be
Like-
highly
like
motivated to attack you.
Like 5 rats, I think could fucking murder me, dude.
What do I got in my hand?
It's like
I think this pipe, I fuck up 5 rats.
I
I think
don't
you
know,
get to 20 rats,
They can-
shit starts to
they
get
can dodge bullets and
real
shit.
hairy.
Like
Yeah,
could
bullets
that's
go-
literally-
wild.
you
bullets
could
go far.
Okay, you could grab a rat off you and snap its neck.
Well,
and
that's
be
the
like,
difference.
"Damn."
could,
Do you
but
have
I
the balls
already
to
have.
do that?
This is true. This is
You
true.
gotta be real
'Cause-
psycho
Yeah.
and be like, it's
It's
fucking
true.
the rats, dude. I'm not dying by fucking rats. Like
You know-
you can't let
Yeah.
them take over.
Dude,
they
2
would, they
house
would
cats
win mentally.
is a problem. But if you get to that level, you win.
I think 1 rat could kill me because I don't know if I could get to that level.
To save your life?
I don't know.
Shut
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
up.
I honestly don't
You'll
know.
fight a
man.
homeless person. You can do this.
I'll
alright?
fight a homeless person for somebody else.
You'll fight a homeless
my
person to
goodness.
save your own life.
I'll run. And even though I know how to fight, I don't actually want to fight
No,
most
it's
people.
the most terrifying thing for me.
Yeah.
I talk a lot of shit on stage, and some people have been offended, and then they walk out into the street as if it is their home. And that makes me nervous.
As if it's their home.
because dude, every time I pull up to the Starlight, there's at least 5 homeless people on the stoop where I park, and I always talk to them because I'm like, yo, I'm cool, you know. Like if I had $1 in my pocket, I would give it to you. All I got is 20s, so back off. But
there are groups of homeless people that I will continuously give shit to, even if they don't ask. Because I'm just like, I feel like it's good to have some of the homeless people on your side.
No, that's equity, dog.
Yeah,
for the
straight
future.
up, son.
You're just like, this motherfucker might be around if something goes
like,
down.
I get scared that people are gonna poison my drinks. Like,
really?
Yeah,
I leave my
do
beers
too.
everywhere, which I probably shouldn't say on this podcast. I leave my beer everywhere.
Dude, man,
It's the
you
only Bud Light in
shouldn't.
the room.
You shouldn't.
Well, I'm gonna stop now, obviously, because
Yeah.
I just announced all the psychos that still listen to this fucking podcast.
and I don't mean like roofing. Like, I mean like actual like poison. Like someone's gonna put cyanide in my in my
Damn,
drink.
bro, your
No, I
ex-girlfriend
understand
fucked
that.
you up.
Fuck, dude.
Honestly, I think that's a past life thing. I think I got
mm.
poisoned in a past life, and that's how I died. Because there's been no evidence as to anybody poisoning me
But you feel like you've been poisoned.
ever. Yeah, but I've always been afraid of it.
You think it's maybe because you watch dark-ass movies that people get poisoned in? And it seems like the easiest way
you know
to
what?
kill somebody?
I was a big fan of Shakespeare when I was young. I was such a big fan of like tragedies. Like every time I would play with my toy.
50% gay, bro.
Wait, here's my thing on past lives. Even if it's not true, but you're being shown the idea of it, like say you're like doing a deep past life regression, right? And you're being brought into this deep part of your subconscious, and your subconscious is showing you something.
You're perceiving it in some way. Yeah.
Maybe you should still take it in as like, okay, what?
No, I'm not
What
saying
do I
leave your
need,
drink
you know?
everywhere.
Yeah.
I've just said
No, I know what
Oh,
it
no,
points
no.
to. I just don't trust people initially. I keep everything. I might seem like boisterous sometimes, but I keep everything pretty close to the chest. Like,
And maybe you were poisoned in a past life, and maybe that is the truth that we have. Maybe spirit gives us those pieces for a reason. I don't fucking know, but
yeah, you
like,
do seem like a middle-aged soul.
a middle-aged soul.
yeah.
Like you got poisoned about
You-
this time in
You
your
know what?
last life.
I like that. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a middle-aged soul just like died at like 35.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but you got all this life experience too added onto it. you
Yeah.
know?
No, I'm excited. I feel like I'm gonna do it right this time.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's confidence I've never had.
Like as like shitty as everything like goes and like as down on myself as I get sometimes. Well, like things actually aren't going that shitty, but like as down as I get on myself at times, like I feel like this time around I think I'm gonna do okay. Like I think I'm gonna fucking nail this lifetime.
Yeah. That's
Fuck
what's
yeah,
up.
Jadrian.
Yeah.
I am so unsure about my future. It's ridiculous.
I worry about like the immediate future and like the next like year or two, but like I always try
lifetime
to
as a
keep
whole.
that zoom out of just like nah. But over my lifetime, I'm gonna do a lot of good.
But I think
Yeah.
the people that can look like it's easy to only worry about the immediate future when you're struggling. Like when you don't have time to think about the long term, you know? But I think the people that made real money, I think they thought about the long term, like 10 years. And they're just like, all right, this is step one. And that shit is impressive to me because I don't really have that like foresight, you know?
Not yet.
I try to.
Huh.
But you're aware that you don't have it.
Yeah.
See?
That
Step
yeah.
one.
That is all a part of the journey.
I mean, I'm
Like,
working on that,
Oh.
and I'm in a position that I'm kind of like working towards that. But it's also like 4 mics a week, bro.
That's one of the reasons why I know that things are going on the right path. So I was actually listening to this past weekend. It was
Vaughn, baby.
the Jordan B. Peterson episode, and they
I
were
like how you
saying,
added the B. That's classy.
yeah, no, his full title, he deserves it. He's he's a douchebag, but he's got some good knowledge. But well, also I've read it in other books where it's like when you receive the resistance, when things are the hardest, that's when you're about to break through. When things like really fucking suck and you're just like, I don't know if I have the energy for this, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. That's when you know you're breaking through towards something, and like you're actually moving towards a bigger goal. Whatever your subconscious actually wants, that's what you're moving towards at all times.
Can you tell he reads tarot cards or no?
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
But
How
could
many
you tell
decks do you have?
by how he's talking?
Or do you
1,
always
2,
just
3,
read
4.
Emma's?
I have 4.
Oh, you have your own? Like, oh, okay.
Oh,
I would have never actually thought that about you, but
we went to
that's cool.
Tucson like 4 months ago. This motherfucker's in the bar reading people's tarots.
I made a girl cry.
Literally karaoke is happening. And Jadrian's in the corner. I'm having a good time. I'm like, hey, oh, sorry. Sorry. Like I didn't.
I was having a great time because I was just like, I feel like you really needed to hear this, and I'm so excited to give this to you. but she's like bawling the entire time. She's like, I know.
oh god.
Yeah, she was so nice too.
I know. She was a sweetheart.
She was so nice.
Lisa. And
Yep.
that was her name. She's a comic out in Tucson.
She's funny.
There's a shout out. Bianca got one. Who else do we mention every episode? Tony, Anthony.
These are our friends.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But that's the shit that'll happen at the festival is you'll
Yeah.
make these contacts. You live in a van.
Yeah.
So you can fucking drive anywhere and do comedy. Once you make these contacts, like you can go to Tucson for 4 days and do like 8 mics.
No, I
We
love
did it.
Tucson. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right.
We did 8 mics
Such a
in
great
4
scene.
days. Make one friend well, there's going to be multiple Tucson comics at the festival.
Yeah.
So make some friends with them. They'll be hanging out with us because I love them. And yeah, introduce yourself to them and then you can take that journey for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depending on your work situation, I suppose.
Sounds like I'd be down actually.
It's
It'd be
fun.
Maybe
Maybe
a long drive.
maybe in the
but
winter. Maybe in the winter.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
hot
best
as
time to
fuck
go
right
to
now.
Tucson, really, because like I get anxiety in the heat. Like there's been times I've been in Tucson and it's so hot. I'm like I feel like I'm being like smothered. Like I get claustrophobic. I'm like suffocating. It is so hot.
That's
and
when
I'm
you
like,
go inside. Anything. Go inside a doghouse. Fucking anywhere. Find shelter. That's what your brain is telling you. Your past lives are like, yo, bitch, we've seen a volcano. Run!
You can die of heat. Go. Get away.
I really evolved past where I thought it might.
That was great. That's good.
Awesome.
Good, man.
Gotta write jokes at some point.
Eventually. All right.
How long have we been? Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, no,
We have reached our quota.
Yeah, this
Nice.
was an easy one. It was good to have you on.
This was
Yeah.
a good
Will you come
time.
back on?
Yeah,
Can
I
we
would
learn
love
more
to.
about you?
Definitely.
I
I
would
feel like we
love to.
focused a lot on one part and we learned a lot about you.
I feel like we also talked a lot.
I'm a chatty cat.
yeah.
I love it. You guys are. I've. This has been nice.
Okay,
Nice.
Great.
Glad you had
It's-
fun.
it's been great to have you as well. Seriously, dude, you have to keep it up. I mean,
I like coming. I'll just keep hanging around for a little while, and I'll just keep saying I'm leaving this season and just never leave. How about that?
That's Durango. A
Yeah.
real black hole
no,
of travelers.
straight up,
Man.
that's exactly how most people end up here. Is they're
Oh,
just
yeah,
like, I'm just
really.
here to visit for a little while, and then
Then
they're
they
here
get
for
stuck.
6 years, and they're just like,
Then
I don't
they
even know how this happened. I gotta get out of here. Like they just snap out of a trance, and they're like, I gotta leave.
When people leave, they leave quickly.
yeah, dude,
They're
they
just-
leave so quick. They're just like, I'll break my lease.
Yeah, Bianca didn't say bye to Kelly, who's her best friend.
yeah, dude.
She left while we were out of town. It was just like, peace.
Yeah.
Posted it
Wow.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
People leave
See,
so quick.
I
like-
I do that to people all the time though, and I kind of like I don't know. I don't feel that bad about it because it's just like, dude, if I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna see you. If I'm not, like
Yeah.
blessings. Like I
Yeah.
hope your journey's good. Obviously,
fair.
I'm not in it anymore. Like I don't know. I try not to get too
This
attached,
is-
and
this
I try
is
not
fair.
to attach.
We can tell
like,
that about you.
Because I never
You
I
can't
never
not
talk
get
to
attached
any.
to us.
I'm already attached to you guys. You guys
We're
are awesome.
fucking
It's great. Like,
lovable.
We are
very,
we-
very.
I was gonna say cancer, but it's
It's hard to run from.
Oh wow.
It's pretty spot on.
I love the show. I love you. I love you, Brian. Fuck you guys. Thank you for watching. If you want, dude,
Tell 'em.
if any of you want to be on the Green Light Weekend,
Whoa.
Yeah.
get in contact with us and we will vet you. And then
Yeah. You will be vetted.
and you too can be on the Green Light Weekend because, man, I'm running out of people to schedule. I've been scheduling this thing.
Welcome.
And it is so difficult to get y'all like new faces, and like I want to bring on old faces. Leave comments, get to us, like tell us who you want to see again. Like I don't know.
Feedback's cool.
Feedback would be great.
We're really just shooting in the dark here.
Because these comment sections are pretty fucking empty.
Shout out to Jill.
Yeah, shout out to Jill.
Always commenting.
Always commenting. But please,
love Jill.
talk to us. We want to be your friends. Like,
Kinda. We'll fucking see.
Yeah,
you know
we'll
what
see.
I mean? Come to a mic.
We'll vet you.
We'll fucking see. Yeah. I'm a little more picky because this is my fucking house. But yeah, if you're actually interested, like we found a diamond in the goddamn rough of Durango here.
They're fantastic. Jelly's definitely making a comeback sometime soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'll probably see Andy's. All right, I love you guys. Shout out to Old Timers,
Shout out to Old Timers.
Dead Room Comedy.
The boy of the Dead Room.
Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the music.
The show times and places for all the mics in town can be found on my Tinder and Bumble profiles, so check
Tight.
those out.
That was totally worth it. That was totally worth it. All right, thanks, Jeli. We love you. Love you.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing instead, I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm knocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hit money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah. What my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlist, chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away. Stay away.